everyone, let's go take a look around Twitter on this very nice August morning and see everything that is trending, what everyone on Twitter wants to share with the rest of the world and with their own Twitter contacts, both in Pakistan and worldwide. Okay, so for these past couple of weeks, I really have felt as though I'm doing some kind of live coverage of the presidential debates that are happening in America. So apart from Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, so now there is a new topic which is being retweeted by a lot of the international community and by a lot of the Americans who are on Twitter, and of course Twitter is predominantly American. So the hashtag is Green Town Hall. There is another presidential candidate who so far wasn't in the limelight the way it seemed to be pretty much a race between Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton and of course Donald Trump. But now that Bernie Sanders is out of the running pretty much and there's just Hillary and Trump left, there is also Jill Stein, who was, as I said, not very well known publicly. A very highly publicized talk that she gave and she appeared in the past couple of hours, as a result of which the hashtag Green Town Hall is being shared and retweeted really frantically at a very fast pace. Okay, so here's a hashtag that may not have a lot of local relevance to Pakistan, but I thought it was so funny and it was so cute. It was an opportunity for Twitter users to come up with something really creative that I felt I just have to mention this. So the hashtag is, I think, generated by English students because August is, I think, the time for the new school term to begin. The hashtag itself is hashtag tips for 7th years. I'm not exactly sure which year 7 is. I think in the English system that probably means A-level. I thought that the tweets were incredibly funny and some of them were really true and good advice as well. Let me just remind you, the hashtag is tips for year 7. Well, so some of the hashtags say, for instance, make sure that you befriend the school bully on your first day because you'll be needing them later on. Another one was, don't wear this or this outfit on your first day. My favorite one is the one where someone writes, start practicing your mother or father's signature. And of course, now that it's college, the rules will change a little bit, so you won't have to run from class to class as soon as you hear that bell. Being a little bit your own authority figure for a while, the next 2 years, a little bit, before you have complete authority and autonomy once you've graduated.
Because you got everybody there. You got your freshmen, ROTC guys, preps, JV jocks, Asian nerds, cool Asians, varsity jocks, unfriendly black hotties, girls who eat their feelings, girls who don't eat anything, desperate wannabes, burnouts, the greatest people you will ever meet, and the worst. Beware of the plastic.
Okay, so here's a really interesting piece of local news for Pakistanis on Twitter. A flight, I think it was on one of the Arabian Airlines, it was flying from somewhere in East Asia, I think probably from the Philippines to Dubai, and they had to make an emergency landing in Hyderabad. A woman on the flight suddenly had to give birth, and she actually gave birth on the aeroplane, and then the aeroplane had to make an emergency landing in Hyderabad, where the mother and her infant received medical attention in Hyderabad, were under supervision. When I think about it, this sounds like a terrible nightmare, but it all ended well. And even though a lot of details still haven't been released, for instance the nationality of the mother and of course the baby, well, I'm sure she would probably expect to get an international standard of assistance over there after, you know, such a stressful ordeal, not just for her but for the whole airline staff and everyone on the plane, although I wish I'd been on that plane. I think she's still under medical supervision along with her newborn baby, and then they'll be good to fly. Well, I think this next hashtag that is trending, the hashtag Egypt, and it is trending in Pakistan, not worldwide. It's something that would shock or surprise a lot of people, but for me, you know, this is something that is so normal and so expected. Basically what's happened is there were a bunch of Egyptian TV presenters, so there were a bunch of Egyptian state broadcasters who were ordered to lose weight, like they were suspended for a month in order to come back and, you know, have a more trim or thinner appearance. The organization itself was the Egyptian Television and Radio Union, which of course it's come under a lot of fire by a lot of, you know, women's groups and a lot of other people saying what exactly is the right weight for a presenter to be, and you shouldn't really focus on their weight. You're supposed to think about their content. Well, Pakistan has a very predominantly male patriarchal society as well, where, you know, women very much are objectified, so it doesn't surprise me that a lot of Pakistanis who are retweeting this hashtag are, you know, not actually sympathizing, don't have, you know, any empathy for the females and their humiliating, demeaning experience, and it's more like, you know, it's a very big joke. Again, very expected, especially from a society like Pakistan, very patriarchal, male dominated, very anti-woman society. Well, personally speaking, I don't think you can really show any significant or long-term weight loss in 1 month. So if they wanted to suspend them on full leave, they probably should have given them at least 6 months. So one of the women says, I'm just going to invite a lot of viewers to say, am I really that fat? Well, I think these current 2016 Olympics are turning out to be like some of the most interesting ones that ever took place, and Twitter's using so many of the people who won as kind of role models or kind of as memes. For instance, in this case, they were a bunch of people who overcame a lot of hardships and they still managed to win the medals. Of course, Taekwondo is a very watchable category. Okay, so that was all the stuff that is trending this morning. Thank you so much for taking a look around with me and allowing me to walk you through whatever has been trending on Twitter today. So for now, it is a bye-bye, and when we come back, we'll see what else is trending and how all the hashtags that were popular today have changed within the next 24 hours.